Hello everybody and welcome back to this Gimmick and it's an episode with more Fire Emblem Warrior Free Hopes on the Nintendo Switch. So last time, cause it seems like that we have cleared the one at the Western Bergliez Territory the other day, and so far so good. I mean, we just cleared all of these encounters that we saw on the battlefield. Cause there's going to be Ladislava. I don't think it's her name pronounced Ladislava. Her name was pronounced Ladislava. Is how you pronounce her name? And the one that we took out is Gerald, Alois, and okay, and two more we got is Ferdinand and Baronetta that were already taken out. So we took out all of each and every one of these 5 characters, and now we're ready to get a move on because somehow we're continuing with chapter 7 for today's story. So let's go ahead and continue. We go ahead and accept this overwrite save data.
Golden Wildfire. A contest of beasts. Having struck down the Imperial army's incursion, the Alliance sees an opportunity to launch a counter-invasion. The Round Table convenes and urges the plan to go forward. The Alliance army targets Bergliez Territory, just beyond the Great Bridge. They advance to seize its fertile lands, which are protected by the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs.
Having been vested with my father's authority, I cast the vote for House Goneril. We vote yay.
And how say you, Count Gloucester?
I have decided to yield House Gloucester's seat to my son. Lawrence, you will cast your vote as the new head of our house.
Before I do, might I inquire as to the position of Count Ordelia?
Count Ordelia couldn't attend in person, so he was briefed in advance on this meeting's agenda. At which time he expressed that House Ordelia would support the opinion of the Council.
Then House Gloucester will join Houses Edmund and Goneril and offer no objection. We vote yay.
Then with the approval of all houses, the Alliance will move forward with the proposal.
Huh. Duke Goneril's position came as no surprise, but I didn't expect Margrave Edmund to show so much interest in your plan.
Margrave Edmund knows an opportunity when he sees one. I'm just glad that his calculations swung in our favor.
It goes without saying, but as the leader of House Daphne, you have my full support. But I hope you understand that some of our other frontline commanders don't share my enthusiasm.
Oh, I'm well aware. I'll need to find some way to get everyone on board. The Round Table voted on our next course of action, and support for an attack on the Empire was unanimous. We need to get preparations underway.
Unanimous? I was led to believe that my father would be too busy overseeing the restoration of our territory to attend.
The Count made me his proxy, which I interpreted as a sign of support.
That's surprising. I'd heard Ordelia territory suffered greatly when the Empire invaded. Are you sure my father has agreed to this? Our resources are limited enough as it is. I can't imagine what we could spare for an extended campaign. Is it really a good idea to keep fighting this war?
Since Houses Ordelia and Gloucester suffered the brunt of the casualties in our previous battles, we plan to ask relatively little of them going forward. In fact, Margrave Edmund has generously agreed to raise the lion's share of the funds we'll need.
My adoptive father views this war as just another investment. He must be expecting significant returns.
And he has every right to a return comparable to his contribution. Look, this isn't something you all need to worry about. Now, Lawrence, since you're the head of House Gloucester, would you care to elaborate on your thoughts about the proposal?
Given the treachery House Gloucester has shown the Alliance as of late, I did not believe we were in any position to object to your proposal. Therefore, I chose to quietly acquiesce during the Round Table.
That so-called treachery was all part of the plan to save the Alliance. No one actually thinks your house betrayed us.
Laudable results do not erase duplicitous intent. Had the winds shifted in their favor, my father was prepared to remain with the Empire.
Yeesh. All right, let's ask someone else. What do you think, my friend?
Hasn't the decision already been made? At this point, you should be free to speak your mind.
Alright, so we got express support for the attack or suggest an attack in premature. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I reckon that we express our support to attack first, I think. Let's say that.
The Imperial army attacked the Alliance first. They need to pay for what they've done.
I agree. The Empire started this war. I say we finish it.
I just want to be clear about one thing. I'm not trying to invade the Empire because of some personal ambition. Seizing House Bergliez's territory is essential to the future of the Alliance. That much won't change, whether we continue to wage war with the Empire or simply need a little leverage for peace talks. This fight is about protecting our future. So I'm asking you all to lend me your strength, because I can't do this alone.
Oh, all right. I'm sure you must have agonized over this decision. I suppose the die has been cast. What matters now is that we win.
That's true. All right. I'll steel my resolve and fight.
This battle is for everyone in the Alliance. I'm gonna fight with all my muscles, even the ones I don't know are there.
I'm in too, and I'm not about to let Geralt and his mercenaries beat me either. I may be the one drawing up the plans, but it's up to all of us to see them through. I know you won't let me down.
Okay, well, that was a little meaning going on in the cutscene there. Alright, so we have here this base camp already registered. And seems to me, because we got here, it's like couple of these red spotted states that we have to go knock out. So let's go ahead and continue with A. And you can now change for a wider variety of facility material at the supply depot. Nice, okay, good stuff there. New exam seals are available for purchase at the items shop. Awesome. Okay, so we're getting here, it's a brand new stuff available. So it's a sealer that we got a lot going on around here in it's a whole area. So let's go ahead and talk to this guard over here, this mercenary. My previous employer bit the Dustin in the confusion, a battle. So I was drifting without. Hold on. Let me start all over. My previous employer bit the Dustin via confusion of battle, so I was drifting without an anchor for a while there. But I joined up via the house of Gloucester as soon as I heard their word looking for mercs. What do you want to know who I used to work for? Archery? Oh boy, that guy was a real piece of work. I mean, yeah, tell me about it. He was a real skeptic of surprise sometimes. So let's go ahead and move around the area and see what else is going on around here. So it seems like that we can go ahead and talk to the one that's named the Alliance Soldier. What's he saying? What goes around comes around. Hey man, that's what I was saying. Some people might be quaking in their boots right now, but not me. I'm practically vibrating with excitement. The Imperial army killed my best friend. I won't rest until I pay them back a 1,000 What goes around comes around, and you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, your fast made perfect sense to me. Okay, let's take a look at what else is going on around here. So it's a scene like that we can go anywhere we want. So you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and take the fat shovel back here in the comment center. And you know what? We can go ahead and talk to this dude.
Greetings.
The Alliance General. So I'm from our house at Albany. And there may not be many of us, but we have soldiers from our house Burgundy here as well. The Alliance is invading the Empire for the first time in history. The nobles need to present a united front. So, though I don't even want to imagine how the roundtable meeting will go if the battle expands Alliance territory. Okay, well that's something we heard about. So let's talk to the supply master.
Supplies are the lifeblood of
Okay, so let's go ahead and trade some smithing stones real quick. So what can we start trading today? So no, we got here the one that's called the Arcane Crystal. So I reckon that we trade at least 2 of them. Okay, so that gold weight's in 36. I mean, we got here is a whole lot of stuff available. Yeah, I don't think trading Smith and Stone will have to do any good. So let's see what we got here. Okay, let's say receive them all. So we finished collecting all the materials. So can we start on by expanding this facility? Not yet.
Everything has its use.
Okay, now let's just go ahead and run around and do what we must do around here. Now, checking back at this row, so it still hurt to think about.
So, listen.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears. I haven't crossed for the Great Bridge of Murden since I was a student at the Officer Academy. It was for the annual classic contest called the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, which was held in Gunder Field. Speaking of which, the Golden Deer House came in dead last when I participated. It still hurts when I think about it. Okay, good to hear, good stuff. Okay, so let's check in with the tactic instructor. So, can we do any facility around here? So it felt like we can't go do anything yet because the expedition mark is not even a place at the facility. So it's a felt like that each characters can go and learn only one. So hold on. So if it's a discovery item uses +1, learn via fundamental of first aid, increasing the number of discovery items that can be used. Okay, you know what? Let's get that. So we're gonna learn the tactic battle strategy, and the one that's increased ability slot. Learn practical combat techniques, increases ability slot to 6. Alright, so we'll go get that as well. Alright, so that's it. Well, actually, let's go and get everything for each characters. So each character should go ahead and learn battle tactics. Alright, so we'll go do the same for Hilda. So we gotta keep on doing everything for each characters. Okay, so we'll do the one for Lawrence. Alright, and we're gonna stop right there. So we don't want to keep blowing up that much money.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Alright, and let's just stay along the progress of just exploring around the place. So there's a lot to see around here in the Gunrail territory. Or is it Gunrail? I think I'm mispronouncing Gunrail. Okay, so talking to this mercenary. Have you heard about the Ashen Demon? But the toughest out of all of Gerald's mercenaries? Apparently a great fighter, but they never show a drop of emotion, even when it's nothing of a life out of people. If I were you, I'd turn tail as quick as I could if I ever crossed them in battle. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind later. So let's go on ahead and see what kind of location we can go. So it felt like that we can go whatever location we go. So we can go back to the personal quarters. And of course we want to go ahead and talk to this owl. Okay, so he left something on the ground. So he's giving me some owl feathers. Very nice. Alright, so going to someone's house. So this says maybe I should slip away.
Excuse me.
So this is a lion soldier, what she's saying. We finally managed to kick out the Imperial army, but the war is still going. And now we're up against that Count Bergliez of all people. Do they honestly think we can beat him? Maybe I can slip away when no one's looking. Alright, now moving on. So we go to our east. So we go east of here. So we can go ahead and speak to this dude with orange hair. So this is the merchant. So everyone talking about how you're going to invade the Empire territory. In fact, if I gotten a wind of your plans of the Imperial army, I probably figured it out ages ago, right? Probably, yeah. Your thought makes true sense to me. Okay, now talking to this Count Guard, this gatekeeper. Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. I wanted to get even with the Imperial army too, since I've captured Garver Mott. But I'm charged with defending this gate, and I intend to carry out my duty to the fullest.
I'd really appreciate
So I'm counting on you to get revenge for me. Sure, buddy. Sure. I'll see what I can manage. So let's go over with the unit real quick. So it felt like that we got a lot of Easter characters to talk to. So let's chat in with our host, our man. Alright, my man, where you at? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You're not host, are you? Did I miss pass him? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I did not see him there.
In all honesty,
I have always wanted to take on Count Bergliez. No doubt that you want for the same chat. But could you leave him to me? Okay, so I'll let host fight him or don't forego this opportunity. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? The fight is all yours to him. He's all yours. I actually wanted to avoid him. I didn't expect to hear that from you. You know, he's the strongest man in the Empire, right? Doesn't mean the mere thought to get your blood pumping? Okay, so let's get him some gift. Okay, so you know what? We got here is one of these options to shoot from. So let's go and get him the one with the owl feather.
you have amazing...
Okay, well, I don't mind just to interrupt that because I just don't want to hear all of this voice actor right now. So we'll go get the one with the dapper handkerchief with the say a handkerchief adorned with the refined embroidery, appreciated by a fashionable man. All right, so let's go and give him what he needs. All right, well we're gonna keep at it, and we'll go ahead and press B. And hold on. So what we got something for support compensation.
Hey, Holst. You here to train?
That's right. I was just about to get started, in fact.
Perfect. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest. I was only planning on honing the fundamentals, mind you.
Oh, I was actually hoping we could spar a little. I've heard stories about you for as long as I can remember. People say you're the mightiest warrior in all of Leicester. So I thought this would be a good chance to learn a little something about your strength.
I'm afraid you'd likely learn little from such a bout.
What? Why not?
I can't go all out against an ally. When I spar, I have to take care not to kill my partner, unlike in a real fight.
I can live with a few broken bones. Just show me what you've got.
If I do, broken bones will be the least of your worries. I'm well aware of your strength. I'd be in for a world of trouble myself if I held anything back.
So, is there anything I can do to convince you?
If you're that insistent about it, I suppose there is one thing that would change my mind.
Making a move on Hilda or switching to the enemy's side? Okay, so do we want to make a move on Hilda? I think so.
You mean if I made a move on Hilda?
Now why would I want to kill you for that? Don't be ridiculous. But no, that's not what I meant. The only way you'll experience my full might is if you face me as an enemy. After all, there's no greater teacher than the battlefield. The vast majority of what I've learned didn't come from lectures or drills. It came from dancing with death time and again in the heat of battle. So, what do you say, friend? Care to team up with the enemy and pit your steel against mine?
Maybe or not a chance. I mean, sure, maybe.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Oh, so you'd actually consider it. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. You have to keep your options open.
Anyway, for now I can settle for honing the fundamentals alongside an ally.
Wonderful. Shall we begin?
Okay, so we got them to attain support level C. Very nice to hear. Now, it's a fella that we finished talking to Holt. So, you know what? I think there's one more guy in town that we gotta go talk to, and his name is Lawrence. So, it's imperative that we claim victory. Although I do not have the right to express my opinion about the attack, I am still apprehensive about it. In the unlikely event that we lose Gloucester territory, will be the Empire's first target.
What would be best?
It is imperative that we claim victory so that we do not needlessly drag more citizens into this war. Okay, let's go ahead and get him some gift. So we're gonna start off something that's we're gonna start at the first top again.
How kind of you.
Okay, so we just gotta keep on raising up one of his experience. Okay, and we'll go get the one that's called a hunting dagger. Let's get that.
If you insist.
Okay, you know what? Let's try owl feather.
Oh my, this is lovely.
Okay, so he likes that. Alright. So let's go ahead and press B and go on an expedition with him. So it's a fella that we have not done go on an expedition with Lawrence. So I reckon that we go on an expedition with him right now.
Apologies if I kept you waiting. Let us be off.
Alright, well, let's not make haste, man. Let's go to the plains and go have a chit chat. Alright, here we are. So now we're in the plain field. Okay, so we have arrived.
Ah, what a magnificent sight. There is no better place for us to stop.
Okay, and they decided to take a break. I'm gladly to hear that. So you know what? We'll go ahead and have a talk. Have a chit chat, a talk with him.
An insurmountable wall exists between commoners and nobles, but there is only a fine line between a duke and a count.
All right, so we can say he might be right or argue against that view or ask why he brought that up. Okay, so we can ask that he might be right. Okay, that can't be the one. Well, I can't figure out which right or wrong it is. Okay, let's ask him again.
Many beautiful sights as well. I would love for you to see it someday.
Okay, so ask what makes it so beautiful. Say your goal if you ever need to, or say you're looking forward to it. I look forward to it.
Oh.
Okay, that was the right answer. So let's go ask a question. So we could just still keep asking about dreams for the future.
I want to work for the sake of Leicester and all of Fodlan, and to be remembered in the annals of history.
So he's been keeping his father promises. I'm gladly concerned of how happy Lawrence can possibly be. I mean, he just want to be a commander-in-chief of the next house. So let's see. Now we can express admiration or nod or get competitive over it. Hold on. Let's express admiration. That may be the right answer. Okay, now we got it. So the two of you are having a fairly engaging conversation.
Well, that was a refreshing break. Do call on me if another opportunity presents itself.
Alright, so I thought we can hide the UI, but somehow, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so it seems like Shaz need to increase up more of his happiness of his gaze bar. That's what I'm looking at here. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and start off with some training exercising. So let's go and talk to the training instructor.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I mean, that may not be true. Okay, so you know what? Let's go back to the Wyvern, to becoming a Wyvern master. Okay, so we want Claude back as a Pegasus Knight. Okay, because we want him to keep moving down some. Because that's all we could take on. Because we want Claude back as a Pegasus Knight. Now let's see. Now look at that Hilda. So it felt like that we gotta keep at it, because somehow a lot of these characters can go on ahead and learn something good. So you know what? We're gonna get the Brawler. So we're gonna get Ignatz on Brawler, which had been attended by his class to see. Alright, so we can go ahead and change that unit. We'll go say no. But actually, if there's still more that we can manage. Okay, well, I just want internet to stick with Brawler for now. Okay, so look at that Holtz. Okay, so none of his abilities are good. So we're gonna start off by doing some more training exercising. Okay, so just to look at Claude, because it seemed like that he had to go and increase up his MVP to experience more level and growth to 2 of his stars. So let's go to assisted training. Continue assisted training until a unit master a class or you run out of training points. Okay, well, I don't think we can do that yet. So let's check in with Shamir. So Shamir is half good to go now. So let's begin the training. Okay, so we're gonna keep on training for each characters.
I'm glad we finished.
Okay, so each team got a little bit more way to go, so we just gotta keep at it.
Not gonna forget this.
So Claude learned this new combat art called Spike.
I think it's making sense now.
Marianne can go learn the ability called Faith level 2. Okay, so he already had the Faith, which is on level 2, I mean. So we're gonna keep training.
I'd say we both exceeded
And we can just keep at it. So we got a little bit more ways of training. So let's keep at it. So let me try successive training. Okay, so
Another trick up the old
you learn Warrior's Wisdom. Nice.
Just gonna let my muscles.
Hey, Raphael learned the ability Bow Prowess level 1 and Combat Art Drill Art Arrow. Congrats.
the hang of it.
Alright, well, let's go and skip all of this. Results. And it seems like that we don't have to go and train these characters anymore. So we just want to build them up a little bit stronger. That's what I can see. That's far I can see, though. So let's go over to the blacksmith. So it felt like that we had to build up each character's weapon and strength of their potential. So let's go ahead and expand the facility. So what can we start expanding today? So this is a learn introductory blacksmithing. Hire an apprentice blacksmith to teach a blacksmithing class. Allows a level D weapon to be repaired. Okay, let's go ahead and get that in full upgrade. Okay, so wait a minute. Ooh, okay, this is good. So this is for a heavier hammer. Okay, so it says forge a heavier blacksmithing hammer. Slightly increase the might that gained by forging weapons. Okay, and the last one is called forge a sturdier anvil. Forge a sturdier blacksmithing anvil. Slightly increase the durability gained by forging weapons. Okay, so we got here is 2 other options, so we gotta choose wisely. So I'm guessing we should start off something at the top. Yeah, well, this looks like a good chance that we can fully witness to experience by increasing up our weapons to our hammer. Okay, so this new one says here forge related facility effect. Unlocking forge hammer and forge anvil facility effect will increase the might and durability of forged weapons. So these effects will also apply to any already forged weapon that dropped in battle. However, they will not apply to any weapon forged prior to unlocking both facility effects. Weapons that have already been forged will need their forged progress reset in order to apply the facility effect. Go to blacksmith's forged weapon, select a forged weapon, and press plus to restore that weapon forged progress. This will reset the weapon forged count to the 0, and its might and durability will return to their initial state. The weapon distributor and entity increases to maximum forge count will remain intact. Gotcha. So you can now use the restore function. Nice. So let's go ahead and press on B and hold on. So we have to go repair weapons now. Okay, so we have to go repair this rusted lens. Okay, but damn, that costs a lot of money. But you know what? We're not gonna do any repairing right now. So let's just go ahead and check to see what we can increase. So hold is the one with the wind pressure. So let's go ahead and increase up the might a little bit. So we'll increase that to 44. And we can go ahead and increase that by only, let's increase that by 2.
Is this it?
Okay, and there we have it. So we're gonna get hosts a little bit stronger. And let's go over with Lawrence. So Lawrence is holding the iron lance. So I reckon that we go and forge one of this durability to. So I go ahead and increase that by 59. So there we have it. So we have it already finished. And I do recall correctly, that's all we can look at. But wait a minute. Okay, so isn't it the one with the killer knuckle plus 4? So let's increase that durability a little bit. Okay, so we can increase that a little bit, but 2. Well, actually, we may not have enough, so let's just get only 1.
Is this it?
So that go increase it more, but 99. Well, I'm pretty sure we could use Isnats again in the case we're in battle. So let's get a move on. Okay, well that's a lot we can see around here, and then this whole battlefield. So let's see now. Oh wait a minute, so we're getting here. It's a new compensation available. So let's see who's gonna be today. Lawrence and Raphael. Okay, let's see how we two talk if we have a listen.
Raphael, pardon my interrupting your fleeting moment of repose.
Oh, hey Lawrence. You need something?
I do, in fact. To tell the truth, I recently learned how you and your family founded an inn once you returned to your hometown. Yet, you still chose to leave them behind and risk your life and livelihood fighting in this brutal war. I must ask the reason why.
Why? Well, to keep my family safe, of course.
I struggle to follow your reasoning. Would then it not be more prudent to remain by their side?
That's what I thought at first, too. But just being there with them wouldn't be enough. Yeah, I can protect everyone day to day if I'm back keeping watch at the inn. But if me joining the fight on the front lines means we bring peace back to the world, they'd never have to worry another day in their lives. So sure, it's tough being away from Maya through all this, but it'll be worth it in the end. I know it.
I see. Your thinking is correct in part, but it is in part mistaken as well. Staying at the inn to protect your family will not provide them the security you so desperately desire. So long as this war continues to heave along, your establishment will always remain at risk of being consumed by the flames of combat. But you are a commoner, and it is our duty as nobles to protect the ordinary citizens of our territories. There should be no need for one who is not with the military to leave their family and join the war effort. Such tasks are meant to be handled by the nobility. In other words, you should be leaving the defense of your lands to me and my subordinates.
Were you really that worried about me being here? Oh, thanks! But this was my choice. I'll be fine.
No, that is not what I meant, in the slightest. I speak of the obligation we in the nobility have to our people. The weight of war should fall on our very shoulders, while the common folk in our charge should focus on maintaining their livelihoods.
Okay, but I'm still gonna fight no matter what. The toughest people are the ones who should be leading the charge, right?
What I mean is, you're not listening to a word I say, are you?
You don't think I've got what it takes, huh? I got it. Let's compete to see who's stronger.
Pardon? You want a competition?
You betcha. It's the perfect way to find out who's got the real arm muscles around here. There's a bunch of boxes that need to get moved over in the training grounds. Want to see who can carry the most? If I win, you'll have to promise to be totally cool with letting me fight.
No, I must decline. By that token, you will only end up proving your point.
So you do think I'm strong?
Do not misunderstand my intentions. You and I are on completely different pages on this matter. We are practically in two separate genres. But someone like him would undoubtedly prove useful in the heat of battle. But...
hello? Whatever. I'm gonna go grab those boxes myself. My muscles are aching for a little workout.
Alright, so Lawrence and Raphael have a 10 support level C. Very nice to hear. Now, we can go ahead and check in. So, now we'll do these last two, which is Raphael and Ignace. So, let's see how these two compensate. We go have a listen again.
Hey there, Ignatz!
Oh, Raphael!
I've been looking all over for you. Got a minute to chat?
Of course. With all the battles lately, we've barely had any time to sit down and rest.
Right? It feels like I don't even see you anymore. And I definitely don't have enough time to show off my muscles.
Glad to see you haven't changed at all these past 2 years. The Officers' Academy shut down so suddenly. I scarcely would have imagined we'd all end up back together as part of an army.
Same here! Oh, and I could hardly believe my ears when I found out you signed up to be a knight over with Lawrence.
To be honest, I had nowhere else to turn. I owe a great debt to him and his generosity.
Gotcha. He's not such a bad guy, that Lawrence.
I agree. Tell me, Raphael, how have you been holding up these past 2 years? I hear your family opened an inn.
Oh yeah, me, my grandpa, and Maya. Business is going pretty great if you ask me.
That's wonderful. And how is Maya?
She's as sunny as always. That reminds me, she was pretty worried about you. I better write her a letter and tell her you're okay. I'm sure she wants to see you. Bet you're feeling the same way, huh?
Of course, I'd love to come and... That is, I should write her a letter.
What's wrong?
Life never works out the way you want, does it?
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking back to my childhood. Back then, I felt like I had the power to do whatever I wanted.
What do you mean? I still feel like that now.
You do?
Sure. I know I joined the Officers' Academy to be a knight, but that option's off the table. But look at me now. I might not be a knight, but I'm fighting in a war as if I was. All you've got to do is put your mind to it, and you can do anything you want. Trust me.
Yes, I think you're right. Thanks, Raphael.
Alright, so Raphael and Ignace have attained a support level C. Very good to hear. Alright, and it seems to me because we have no compensation info. So let's just go ahead and check in real quick. So there's a lot that we have to go around. What comes around goes around. So let's just do some fast shoveling. So I rather prefer that we go to the kitchen master, and see what we can cook up.
The true enemy.
So let's go cook us some fine meal. So what can we go and get? So I want to go and get something strong. So we'll start with the Dare style fry pheasant. So it says a pheasant, or actually, what is it, a pheasant or pheasant? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you know what? I think it's pronounced pheasant. Okay, pheasant is the the one I missed incorrect in my thoughtful head, because somehow I was saying pheasant, it was pheasant. So pheasant meat is pounded flat and fried. It can be served as a sort of a sandwich, with the cheese between two strips of meat. Alright, so as you can shut the C, because somehow it can go slightly fill the awakened gauge at the start of battle, and slightly fill warrior gauge at the start of battle. So we're gonna start off by that and check to see what we want to go and get the most. So it had to be Claude and Holtz. So let's see how the two exaggerate just the way how they enjoy the tasty meal. And we wait and see. So we can go ahead and skip. Okay, that seems great to me.
Solid, solid.
Okay, well, it wasn't too bad actually. So let's see, how's their food?
Doesn't a meal made by a friend always taste better?
Agreed. Maybe I'll treat you to something myself next time. I'm quite the skilled cook, if I may say.
Okay, so it felt like that we have a group a lot stronger.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, so you know what? I think we're ready to go and take on the strategist. So let's go do that. So we're going to head on back to the battlefield. And we got something coming at the war, man. So it seems like that we got here is a couple of these states that we had to get clearing. So this is something at the somewhere back at the no, it's not back at somewhere at the Northeastern, but somehow it's a new area we're going. So this is the Northeastern Bergliez Territory. So it says here evacuate the Imperial citizens. So the enemy is based on level 22, which says capitalizing on the chaos caused by the Alliance army. Advanced bandits are raiding the nearby villages with impunity. Take responsibility and ensure the villagers are evacuated safely. Okay, so as you can see, for our expert reward we get here is as exorcist the tomb, and the capture reward we get here is 3,600 gold. All right, so let's go ahead and deploy this area, and let's get ready for the next battle. All right, so as we look to see, because damn, this is a short map, not gonna lie. Okay, so let me go ahead and look at battle detail real quick. So for the victory condition, say the commoner and their alliance that reach their destination. Defeat condition, any commoner is routed. All right, so hold on. Is it that last word say root? I missed on pronouncing root. Okay, well it says that any commoner is root. All right. Well, forgive me if I'm saying the word incorrectly. It was root, not route. Alright, so let's look at battle condition real quick. So it seems like we have Claude on level 23, so he's good to go. And Shad is on level 22. Marianne is on level 22 as well. And Raphael is on level 21. So let's see now. Now I really think we should go and use Ignatz more. So where is Ignatz? Okay, so Ignatz is up there. So he held on to the killer knuckles +5. And let's check in with auto battle. So we got one defender named Marianne and including Shad. So Shad and Marianne are both defenders, and Claude and Ignatz are attackers. So let's go over with convoy real quick. So we want to make sure we're ready. So we just want to make sure we're all prepared, and just to make sure. Alright, now let's go over with Battlelord real quick. So it's a felt like that he's holding on to the one that's X, so he need to be on brawlers. So we can go ahead and get him to the one which is called the Alliance Brawlers. Okay, so we can equip that. And he had the one that's called the Brawlers Ploy, which says grant the class action of Brawlers, Grapplers, and the War Master a chance to produce the stun gauge. Okay, well, that looks special. I mean, we have to keep that on. That look like it can stay on automatically. So let's check it with Claude and see if he's good. So hold on. So he's holding on to the X. Okay, so we'll get him the Alliance Warriors. And let's go over with Marianne. Okay, so Marianne is good to go now. So she held the Alliance Magic Corps. And we have here, if it's a new... So the one that we have finished on chapter 6, it's called the Farus. The one is the Farus. Okay, so it says the hero relic are linked to the crest of a Gloucester may nullify damage. Okay, well, I reckon that we try that out. And let's go ahead and hold on. So let's see. Now we got here it's the faith on level 2 and the kinship, which it says make it easier for the unit to receive support point during battle. Alright. And the last was Shad's. So Shad didn't learn anything new yet. So we're gonna have to press B and move on back to the fight. So let's go to the fight.
Let's earn our keep.
Well, let's go and earn
We
victory.
must quickly retreat, or else we'll be in trouble.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Well, let's not go get reckless over nothing. Let's just steady along the progress, and let's just focus on what we gotta be doing. So we can go ahead and build up more magic, just because we just go slam my sword to the ground. So we have to help the commoner and their allies reach via the village room path. Okay, got it. So let's go over. So it's a scene like that we got here. It's four, no, not four, 3 of these icons over here. So we have to go and guard these people. So we gotta help them. So Marianne, you will go ahead and move down at the south to back up some support. So you need to take out the stronghold captain.
Is this okay?
Oh, actually no, you're the defender. So you need to go and back up.
Let's try this.
Oh no, not Claude.
Please.
Marianne.
Excuse me. I'm not sure I'll be
Okay,
much
so
use,
he's the
but
guard.
I'm coming to help.
I think this will go well.
Okay, so isn't that is the one with the attacker?
Prepared to see this through.
Not a problem.
So I think I need to lend some support. So I need to go into defense someone, buddy. And I'll go ahead and play as Claude for now.
Keep your eyes on me. No problem. I got it.
Okay, so let's see where we're going.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, so they're the stronghold captain right now. Okay, so we can go ahead and smash and go ahead and build up more combos to strictly attack more enemies, spread it in this path, and somehow we can go ahead and unleash all of our acrobatic. Because it's felt like that each character have their own tasks of what they need to be doing to accomplish their goal and their mission. All right, so it's going for the attack. While I'm on the ground field, taking out all of these enemies. So we're gonna deceive victory while we go ahead and clear the stronghold captain. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're doing okay with that.
We managed to contain things here.
Okay, so we can pick up the material what they left on the ground and then move on. So I really think we should get a move on. So I think we gotta go and keep on securing the stronghold captain. So let's keep an eye out. And so how is Shad doing?
Not a problem.
Okay, so Shad, I want you to go and lend some support. So I want you to go take out the armor knight for me. Okay, hold on. Now I'm taking the attack. So it felt like that Claude can go ahead and deal 2 of his special. Okay, well let's go ahead and use only 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and deal a powerful strike.
This isn't looking so good.
Okay, well it's not looking too good at all. Okay, how in the world I'm taking too much damage? Come on now.
This will help secure our victory.
Alright, so we'll go and take out the brawler, and we just pick up here as a new weapon.
We can't gain any ground.
Alright, very nice. And we can go ahead and build up our combo just to go use one of our mini special to increase up, because that go ahead and increase up more benefits. Okay, so we'll go take out the mercenary. So we got here, it's a whole tons of these mercenary in the field.
Gotta stay on guard.
Okay, well that's getting kind of tough, buddy. That's getting kind of tough. Okay, so now we got it. Alright, so it just felt like that we're just keeping our feet on the ground, just swinging our Estabars. Okay, it felt like that. Hold on a minute. Now I'm over forgetting one thing, because Claude is not actually on a Pegasus knight anymore. Because we no longer have that equipment, because somehow. So it felt like that we had Claude but we have Claude on the ground, which is that S that he's still holding on to. Alright, so that is the swing that slides to the finish. No, there's no necessarily doing that. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let Claude go do all the work, so I had to keep switching characters. So we had to protect them at their life. So let's see, now for Marianne. Okay, so you're still defending. And it's nuts, it's over there.
Take a breather. I'll take your spot.
So let me go take out the base captain. So the base captain is the easiest target to kill. And we got the brawler. Okay, so it's gonna be a brawling duel. Alright, so I wanna go all the way to the stronghold captain to pick up some money.
We did it.
Okay, well we weren't doing too bad actually, so you know what?
I think this will go well.
I want Idna to go take out the brawler over there while I go switch characters. Hold on.
More I can do.
Alright, now let's go take out one of his brawler. So brawler only got half HP. And Marianne, aren't you focused on more of your strength? Hold on, whoa, this is bad.
Have to be careful.
Okay, well the brawler looks kind of tough though. Well, I'm not sure if we ever going to survive that much damage, so we had to do something good. So we still gotta keep on breaking the shield, and we'll watch out for the rage. Okay, so I'm still talking on this brawler. So that brawler got defeated, and now we have to go take out the base captain. Base captain, where'd you going now? Stop trying to get away. I still needed to defeat you, so don't try to think you can get away that easy. Okay, now it's okay. So we just done it. Okay, so we just done it to freeze, and then we can move on and pick up what they left on the ground. So what we saw, because there's a pot full of money.
Please, excuse
Okay, I think this area got secured. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and have Marianne go and step up real quick.
My turn.
Okay, so Shad need to finish up whatever he's doing. So he's still struggling his chances to take out the armor knight, and we just go ahead and release our thrust of our speed of our sword of ours.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Okay, so I had to get the other commoner to get a move on.
See what we can do.
So I had to go take out two of those armor knights there. So who's this? Okay, so now we got one of his archer that we gotta watch out for. Okay, so Claude, you're all the way up there, so I want you to go and take out the archer.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay, what we got here? So we got here the archer and the mercenary. Okay, so somebody had level up. Okay, so Shad is the one on level 23. Alright, Shad, you're not doing too bad, so you're doing good.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Job well done, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that was a job well done indeed. That was a job well done.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I'm just glad I could be of service.
Okay, so we're gonna keep at it because it felt like that I had to keep on building up a whole lot of these special combos. Because Shad is one strong warrior, and he's basically the strongest weapon that he ever held on to go use this sword advantage. So I reckon that we go ahead and keep at it. So what we got going on?
Now, what spices shall I dress you with?
Oh, so this is Matudi,
These people are simply begging to
or is it Matadi? Okay, so we have to defeat the Matodi and claim victory. Alright, so let's go ahead and change up the order. So it's a scene that we have all the commoners secured. So we're all going to move up a little bit and focus more on taking out Matati.
Not a problem.
All right, so I'll go ahead and switch out.
I've got this.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and switch to playing with Ignat.
Still improving.
So I'll go ahead and get this base captain out of the way before we proceed.
More than I expected.
You can't just waltz in here and do as you please.
Well, we will see about that, my guy. We will see about that.
This isn't looking so good.
Okay, now let's go ahead and use one of his Russian blows. So that's the one that we can still learn. So each tactic that we go learn throughout our art, because we have the ability to go ahead and unleash more of our strength and potential, just to go ahead and build up more speed, more luck, and more dexterity. So that's all we can take on. Oh, what the heck is going on? I thought we were doing so great and all. So how the commoner is in danger? Come on, keep going. Let's not lose our focus. Come on. We got this. Okay, so we defeated a Matati.
We should be safe now. Well done, everyone.
Okay, and that's about it. So the stage is fully completed. Alright, so looking at all the results, so we get battle rank A. So we can go ahead and skip everything. So Claude is catching up pretty much far. Yeah, well, that is facts. Alright, and of course we just so it's a felt like that we're looking at Claude MVP. Alright, so each character did improve their gauge a lot faster, a little bit.
I think it's making sense.
Okay, so Mary learned the ability called Priest Ploy. Alright, that's very good to hear. So let's go ahead and skip everything because that's a lot of the result that we're looking at here. So we're going to keep at it because we're not doing too bad, not too shabby. And it felt like we are done. So I believe that's going to be all it. So we are done looking what we look at around here. So what's going on? So we just trigger a cutscene.
Your Excellency, I have a report concerning the movements of the Alliance army.
Go on.
Enemy troops throughout the Alliance have marched south and are now gathering on the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrddin. The scale of their force is much larger than what would be expected of a defensive operation.
So it's come to this, has it? Who would have imagined that the Alliance would dare threaten my territory?
What do we do? Should we ask Edelgard to send reinforcements?
No. This isn't worth troubling Her Majesty over.
Are you sure? We lost an awful lot of soldiers when we were defeated at the bridge.
The main force of Her Majesty's army has been sent to the Kingdom front. It would be more trouble than it's worth to call them back. Besides, you remember that mercenary company that performed so well before? They're back with us.
You mean the one run by that Gerald guy? I gotta admit, they do seem to know their stuff.
In addition, we can expect reinforcements from that meddlesome ox woman. That should round out our numbers.
Well, when you put it like that, maybe we really can handle this. So what's next? We gonna crush them with a head-on attack?
We'll meet the Alliance army at Gronder Field. The area once used to stage the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will serve well. After all, it has already been trampled beyond use, and I doubt the enemy will go out of their way to burn our fields, given that they plan on seizing them.
I bet Holst will be part of the invasion force. He's the one who fought back all those Almiran armies. I've been dying to take him on.
You'll do no such thing. I'm going to face him myself.
But why? How do you know I can't take him if you won't even let me try?
The fact that you don't know only proves you're not ready to face an opponent like him. Besides, Holst is hardly the only foe we need to focus on. I doubt Count Gloucester was acting alone when he devastated the Imperial army. I'm sure the Alliance's leader, Claude, hatched that scheme. We need to be wary of him.
Claude, huh? Yeah, he did seem like a pretty crafty guy.
Tactics like that may work for some, but don't expect our house to come up with schemes of our own. We'll see through the enemy's tricks, and then quash them with our might.
All right, we're gonna crush their flimsy ploys with some good old-fashioned brawling. Let's do it!
General Nader, our troops are completely exhausted. Everyone's starving and we're running out of water.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to bear it a little longer. If we don't ration our provisions, we won't have enough for the way back.
We didn't bring enough supplies for the journey back? What is Prince Shahid thinking?
I'm sure the only thing he's focused on is that fantasy of his, where he earns enough renown to secure his succession to the throne. He's so convinced he'll sup on the spoils of victory, he hasn't even bothered to prepare for defeat.
Well, that explains it then. I sure hope this battle ends the way the prince wants it to.
You and me both. If we win, great. But if we stumble here, we're as good as dead.
Why is His Majesty letting Prince Shahid do as he pleases?
His Majesty hasn't been himself since Prince Khalid disappeared. Khalid was always his favorite, you know.
Nader, the next batch of reinforcements will be arriving shortly. A force of elite troops, courtesy of my uncle. Rejoice!
Oh, even more reinforcements?
The size of the army is what decides most battles. And with me in command, it should be nigh impossible for an army of this size to lose.
Well, actually, advantageous terrain may be more important.
We can continue this later. March out to greet the new arrivals and get them into formation. I will go rally them afterwards.
If only we could feast on lofty speeches. Then we'd eat like kings.
An army this size limits the tactics we can use. They're going to think we're just a horde of barbarians. This is no fun at all. If only you were here, kiddo.
Okay, well, we went into to spot it because of these cutscenes are keep getting longer and longer. So, you know, you guys, we're going to stop it right by here. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in. So, we'll probably pick this up more later. And, somehow, we'll just go ahead and, like, do what we must do around here. But just to go ahead and claim more materials and that kind. And, we'll try to see through on the next series, guys. So, you don't go anywhere and you will be participating and staying tuned on the next video. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watch this episode. So, if you're liking this series, if you want to see more of Fire Emblem Warrior Free Hopes, be sure to leave an EVER-TASTIC like. Share the video and subscribe. If you have already subscribed to the channel, please do ring the notification bell so that you can stay up there and notified when my news and awesome videos up on your way. So that's gonna be all it for Fire Emblem Warrior Free Hopes. We'll be picking up more on the next one. So take care, guys. I hope to talk to you on the next video.